All right, there was a point in the Mystics game that's going viral, so I figured it was worth talking about. It was Caitlin Clark doing a flopping motion to Vanloo of the Washington Mystics, and here was the play. It was a little contentious here, a little back and forth going on, some jawing, good healthy basketball going on here. Well, I don't know if that's healthy basketball, but you get the point. Competitive spirit here. And Caitlin's like, get off me, talking some smack. Probably one of the reasons Christy Sides has called her the most competitive person she's ever met. And then she does the whole this thing. Anyhow, when she did that, obviously people are going to compare it to Dejanay Carrington. And I'll get to that in a second. It's also probably a reason Becky Hammon had previously said Caitlin Clark talks a lot of crap, I think was the word she used out there. As far as the double standard from Carrington, I never had a freaking problem with Dejanay Carrington doing all that. Never had a problem. I watched basketball my whole life. It happens. Sometimes players motion to the refs, try to get a call from the refs. What I didn't understand from Dejanay Carrington was the whole social media campaign against Caitlin, where she was like, the whole thing about you have to speak about things when Caitlin did, in fact, speak about something at that point. And at the same time, today, after this, Dejanay put up a whole message. I'm not even going to repeat the message. I'm sure she was called terrible things. Like, I'm not disputing that. And that is unacceptable, full stop. But I say this as somebody who never took issue with the flopping motion from Carrington, who is a terrific and tremendous defender and WNBA player, by the way. Terrific. No beef with what she brings on the court whatsoever. It feels like she brings a little drama to the online game a little bit. And then there's the whole dynamics with her and Alyssa Smith, which is none of my business, but is interesting when you take into account how often Dejanay seems to be commenting on Caitlin Clark. But I love when Carrington has, brought that energy defensively, said, I'm going to shut you down. I'm going to take you out of the game. That is healthy competitive spirit. And I have no problem with her doing the flopping motion either. Who cares? There's nothing. Anybody losing their mind over that is completely overreacting. And so is Carrington by typing away all the time. It was just a little healthy trash talk in a game where, Caitlin Clark was probably a bit frustrated with the refs. There was also the fouls on Aaliyah Boston in this one. And let's be real, the Fever should be frustrated with their own defense in this game. Their defense was simply not good enough in the game for them to. That's the reason they had to mount the furious comeback, which Clark led. Clark led a furious comeback for the Indiana Fever. And that was really fun to watch, really fun to see. Almost makes you feel better about the loss after the fact. I've talked about Christy Sides and the lineup change that she made. It didn't necessarily feel necessary to make two switches there. Well, I guess it was really one switch, but you already made the switch with Lou Samuelson. I think the five should be Boston, Hull, Smith, Clark, Mitchell, clearly. But the whole this thing is much ado about nothing, just like it was when Dejanay Carrington originally did it.